Hello and welcome to the Unleash Your Vision Event Management Workshop. My name is Tamara Von Doren. I am the CEO and founder of the Lone Wolf Coach. So what I work on is kind of one-on-one coaching around personal development strategy for individuals and small teams. And then I also do event management, which is something I've been in for the past 12 years or more. So I started off in Australia, where I worked in promotions and events for a radio station. I actually used to work in Vancouver, where I ran marketing and promotions for 3.5 years at CKNW radio station. And then I went to London, where I ran leadership development events for a FTSE 100 company. So that involved working really closely with the CEO and his direct reports on how they would present an experience around their strategic points for the company moving forward. So presenting that to their top 65 leaders and then presenting it in a way that was an experience that would reinforce the different touch points and desired outcomes, and also give those leaders a way to cascade that message down to a company of 10,000 plus employees. So there was a lot of challenges that I faced in my different roles around logistics. Sometimes radio activations involve a lot of equipment and getting to strange places, so you have to work all of that out. Staffing, so hiring people, training people, running the events as well, especially if there's partners involved. You have multiple stakeholders. It could be internal partners, so sales or managers in your company that you might be running events for. Also the people that are attending the events. And one of the things I faced actually when I worked in London was different budgets across different areas of the business. So trying to balance the needs and desires and budget restraints of different executives. One had a very high budget and was happy spending a lot. The other one was a bit tighter with his budgets around events. So trying to maintain a consistency across the company when you've got challenges like that. And also trying to do things different. I love to create events that really wow people, that are things that they don't expect. So that's where my passions rest. And that's kind of a little bit about me. But enough about me. Let's talk about you and what you will get out of this workshop if you choose to sign up for it. Now, you'll notice that I've kept the workshop really small at just 10 people, because I want this workshop to be really focused on helping you with your event and your unique challenges. One thing I've learned both as a coach and as an event manager is that it's great knowing what works for other people, but you need to develop the ability to turn what you learn into something that works for you. So this workshop will be a lot of one-on-one attention. The first day is going to be pretty much focused on looking at some of the tools and tips that I've learned in my career and how you can apply that to your event. It'll be developing that into kind of a rough plan on what areas and kind of brainstorming some ideas. And then the second day will be really focusing on your event and putting a plan in place so that you can action that to actually create that event over the next month or two, or whenever your event might be happening. Now, with the event management, I take a little bit of a different approach. So most people will look at a basic event. I'll make sure that this is in the screen for you. A basic event of like your venue, your food, your activities, your drinks, all of the kind of basic details around an event. What I really love to focus on is what I call the magic part. So it's all the other little touch points that people have with your event, which I view as opportunities to really create some magic and reinforce the desired message and outcome of the event. So this is what we'll really be going into. I will go into some of the details around this because one of the big things I found too as an event manager is you want to kind of take the lazy way of doing things. So we will go into how to find event spaces quicker, how to set up the back end if you're selling tickets to an event, if you're creating signups, how to create a back end system that really is really simple and easy to manage, both for you. And it's really easy for your guests, because the last thing you want to do for any of your guests, whether it's an internal event or an external private event, you don't want to make anything difficult for them. So it's all focused on making things easy, both for the event manager or event owner and for the guest as well. And then it'll be looking at all of our little touch points here. So everything from when they first get the invitation, when they first see the sign up even. So this that you're seeing right now, this is an experience touch point that I want to create for you. The pre-event, so what's asked of them before the event? What kind of interaction do they get with the event before the event? Are you sending little gifts? Are you doing questionnaires? How does that reflect the desired outcomes and message of the event? The welcome. Could there be little gifts that you put in the rooms if it's an away day, or like little notebooks or things like that? How does all of that tie into the overall experience? And then going all the way through to like the sounds, the smells, the lighting. 5-star hotels do this amazingly. There are so many subtle touch points that you wouldn't even consciously aware, but they do affect your experience at the hotel or at the event in this case. And again, how that message is reinforced throughout, even after the event. So are there questionnaires or feedback that you're asking for? And are you creating a community around the event? So do you need to build in additional support after the event? And obviously making sure that if you are costing and selling tickets for the event, that you are covering all of these basic costs before you actually price and start selling the tickets. Because one of the biggest mistakes people make is putting a price ticket on something without actually factoring all the costs, and then they do get themselves in trouble. So that's all the details that we're going to go into in this 2-day workshop. Like I said, the first day will be focused on kind of learning some of the tools and tips that I've developed over my career. And then the second day will be really diving into the details of this for your own event, so that you can leave the event with a complete action plan, knowing exactly what you need to do next. And this is for anyone who's planning any kind of event. Could be corporate in-house events, could be private events, could be dinners, networking events, could be retreats, away days, any kind of event this process will be applicable to in the same way. So if that's of interest to you, I really hope to see you there. Like I said, it is limited to just 10 people, so get in quick. And I hope to see you very soon in Vancouver for this Unleash Your Vision workshop for event planners. Thank you.